And in an article on MSNBC.com, I was writing about these very two groups and why Asian Americans want immigration reform as well. Joining us now, Democratic Congresswoman Judy Chu of California and immigration rights activist and grad student Ju Hong. Ju, starting with you. You're an undocumented immigrant. You were well known, as some folks are watching, for being the heckler at President Obama's briefing during his immigration speech in San Francisco last month. In fact, I'll play a part of that for folks who didn't see it.
Separated. I need your help. There are thousands of
That's exactly what we're talking about, yeah.
Every single day.
That's why we're here.
President, please use your executive order.
Now, Ju, as we watch that, why did you do it?
Well, first of all, I was formally invited by the White House staff to hear what President Obama had to say, and it was not planned. And I was really wanting to hear what President Obama had to say in terms of the lives of 11.5 million undocumented immigrant people who are living in this country, including my family. While he supported comprehensive immigration reform, he did not address about how he deported 1.8 million undocumented immigrant family members across the country, which he deported more people than any other president in U.S. history. And he did not address how he deported 1,100 undocumented people every single day. And most importantly, he did not address how he's going to end anti-immigration deportation programs like secure communities.
But Ju, isn't this a Latino American issue? Why are you talking about this?
Not at all. Over 1.3 million undocumented people who are living in this country coming from Asia, and 1 out of 7 Korean immigrants are undocumented. So this is not about only Latino issue, it is also affecting Asian American issue. In fact, this is a human rights issue, and I'm directly affected by Obama administration deportation policy, and that's why I was compelled to speak out the truth.
All right, Representative Chu, good to see you again. And you may have been surprised by what Ju Hong had said. You're also the chairwoman of the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus, and you say that Asians are, quote, you said this, heavily disadvantaged by the per-country quota system that treats a country like Belgium the same way it would with people from China. Congresswoman, when we think immigration reform, why hasn't the Latino American and Asian American similar situations, which is what Ju Hong was talking about, resonated with lawmakers and voters over the last year or so?
Well, I actually think that we are on the precipice of doing something about immigration reform. We've finally done a budget deal, and now's the time to turn towards immigration reform. We put out H.R. 15, which is our comprehensive immigration bill, in the House, and we already have 194 sponsors. 3 of them are Republicans. And we also know that 26 Republicans have already stated that they support comprehensive immigration reform. So we believe that it can be done if a bill is put on the floor.
As head of the caucus, do you see those who are watching this topic, though, Congresswoman Chu, as equating Latino and Asian Americans together in this subject?
No, I believe that the Asian American story has not been told, and yet Asian Americans are very much affected by immigration issues. For instance, even though we are 6% of the population, we are 40% of those in the 4.3 million immigration family visa backlog, and we are 80% of those in the employment visa backlog. We are 45% of those who are DREAM Act students in the University of California system.
Why hasn't it resonated? Why has it not resonated?
I believe that we have to get our story out and tell it to so many people. We need to make sure that the public really knows that immigration affects everybody in this country.
Yeah. You know, Ju, I was watching the video that we were just played at the top of the segment. Watched a bunch of immigration events in the past, and I can't remember seeing a face of Asian descent up there at an immigration briefing or forum where a person sprung out and yelped out what you did. What was the reaction to what you did?
There's many different reactions, but overall I had a very positive, overwhelming reaction. At the same time, people think that I was disrespectful to President Obama, but I think it is more disrespectful for President Obama to deport thousands of undocumented immigrant family members across the country.
Well, what were you told? What did they say to you?
They're saying they're disrespectful and shouldn't have done that. They should have just focused on Congress. But the truth of the matter is, Obama administration is the one who's deporting thousands of undocumented immigrant people, not the Congress. I'm not saying that we should not
And Ju, you know that the president responded by saying Congress has to help out with this. The numbers are also down. Representative Chu, not everybody was happy in the Asian American community about what Ju had said, but didn't it work out for the president, for the Asian American community, and for immigration reform supporters in the end, because it really got attention to each one of their objectives?
Well, Ju put a human face on this issue, and he spoke out. And there are many, many Asian Americans across this country that do want to speak out. In fact, there was a huge fasting movement on the Washington Mall, and there were Asian Americans that participated in that and fasted almost to the point of injuring their lives. So, yes, people want to speak out about these huge problems that are breaking apart families and disadvantaging so many.
All right, Congresswoman Judy Chu, thank you for your time. Ju Hong, I know you're in the middle finals there in your grad program. Good luck on those as well. You guys have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Moving to today.